Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the master of mayhem, Craig Charles.
This is where the most extreme robots, the most extreme roboteers give you the most extreme action. It's the wars you always wanted. Are you ready to rock the war zone? Tonight, for the first time ever, Pussycat faces the might of Stinger.
That's right, Craig. Tonight we'll see the mother of all All-Star battles. Pussycat will face the mashing mace of Stinger in the quest to become the best of the best in our All-Star tournament. But before the main event, let's take a look at what else is on tonight's show. Current world champions Razer meet the double trouble of Gemini in another All-Star qualifier. Ex-tag team champions King B 3 and 101 go head-to-head in a vengeance battle to stop all the banter and blame and finally decide who's the best. Napalm-Sir Chromalot take on the awesome acts of Steel Avenger in the crushing jaws of Suicidal Tendencies in our tag team terror tournament. And there's mayhem and carnage by the bucket load when Fighting Talk takes on Mousetrap and Atomic in our Annihilator qualifiers, the Mayhem. And then tonight's main attraction, Pussycat against Stinger, and Stinger are in the pits with a message for the Moggy.
We're Team Stinger, this is war, and we're gonna skin the cat.
But as we all know, Pussycat is no pushover, and no self-respecting fight fan should miss that fight. It's going to be a blistering battle. But to get us up and bashing, another couple of All-Stars are ready to riot. So, let the wars begin!
So far in the All-Stars tournament, we've seen the likes of Chaos 2, Wheelie Big Cheese and Hypnodisc through. Now, it's Razer against Gemini.
Thanks, Jonathan, and what a fantastic all-star lineup. And I take it there's no point in me asking you guys who you'll be rooting for in the Stinger Pussycat battle?
Well, I just hope somebody gets their paws stung pretty bad, I tell you.
We like it. But more importantly, you're up against Gemini next.
We are. It's going to be vicious, yeah.
Good.
Too right.
Excited.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah? But you're pleased about that, are you?
Oh, indeed. It gives us a great chance to actually trash two bots instead of just the one.
Ooh, come on, come on. All mouth and definitely all trousers. So, Team Gemini, what do you think your chances are against the almighty Razer?
Well, we got two robots, two weapons, two drivers.
Two pairs of eyes. Could you
And
be
two pairs
twice
of
as lucky, do we think?
We could be, but with a machine as good as Razer, you never can tell.
I think you're going to do it. Are we going to do it, Team Gemini? Come along.
One way or another.
We're gonna get ya.
From St. Leonard's-on-Sea, Gemini.
A cluster bot, you see, it splits in two with a high-powered flippers and experienced team. When they split, though, are they too lightweight to cause danger twice as nice or double jeopardy?
From Bournemouth, Razer.
One of the most popular robots ever, currently reigning world champion. The crushing beak is formidable, part bird. The lizard-like limbs on the side to self-right, part reptile. The robot, holy mean machine.
Roboteers, stand by.
Gemini has to link together before they activate. Shane Howard on the left, Brian Fountain on the right, little Daryl Howard in the middle. And Razer with the robot driver. Ian Lewis there on the left. Simon Scott in the middle, Vinnie Blood on the right. And our house robots, Matilda with a weighted rear flywheel and the front tusks, a sort of porcine elephant first lady of bots. And Shunt, plenty of power, a pushy sort of a fellow, nice enough, unless you cross his path.
3, 2, 1, activate.
You'll see Gemini split immediately. That's their usual tactic, and Razer going in with a crushing beak on the vulnerable top of Gemini, trying to crumple and crush down through the armory, and already has a grip. Don't forget, if one part of Gemini is immobilized, that's it. The whole robot is counted out. Together they dance. Gemini trying to free itself with the lifting ramp. Can't do so. So the other part of the clusterbot will get in and try and flick Razer. Oh, look! They tumble together there. You ever seen fighting crabs on a beach? That's what they look like, tumbling over together. Look at Razer's self-righting, wings coming out, upside down, still with strength. Gemini away, Matilda comes in, trying to flick Gemini over with the tusks. Razer spinning away, gleaming steel machine with the sort of front low scoop. Now that's an addition, you'll see it very low down, zero ground clearance there, you see it on the front. A sort of ramp to get in underneath opponents. Has done that now with Gemini. Gemini brilliantly designed, but how much effective weaponry is there when they split? Well, you've just got the answer to that. Razer has been turned turtle again and still locking on to Gemini, using the beak and that front ramp, if you like, as a jaw mechanism to hold on. Terrific stuff here. It's even Steven. See the damage done to one of those Gemini cluster bots there on the right-hand side? Scarred, certainly. This one hasn't had any damage yet, this part of the cluster bot. And that's what Razer's after. Trying to cause as much mayhem as he can. He's got in underneath here. Oh, and there is the damage. Listen to the popping of the tyre. Like a balloon popping there. That was an amazing attack by Razer. It's let Gemini go, but the damage there could be crucial if this goes to a judge's decision. And with time seeping away, I think it may well do. Good drive by Razer betwixt and between. Saw the pincer movement, got away from it. Now Gemini coming again. Razer, oh! It got a lick of flame up the rear end, and it wasn't a good piece of driving. It'll have to go to the judges. Will that count against them? Let's have a look at the action again, shall we? Gemini, the two robots took punishment from Razer. That's definite. That was the first attack that left a scar. Good work by the Gemini clusterbot to throw Razer. Razer's self-righting. All this good point scoring by Razer, and indeed the Gemini clusterbots too. This was this crumpling moment. Look at that. Is that decisive? I think it may well be. Well, I'm waiting for the decision. So are the crowd. We'll see the decision as it comes through. They've given it to Razer! Razer the winners on the judges' decision. And they'll fly on to the All-Stars quarterfinals later in the series.
Big guns are all out tonight. And they don't come much bigger than Pussycat versus Stinger. Now, we've heard from Stinger, but I'm sure Pussycat haven't put their claws away.
Hi, we're Team Pussycat, and I've heard a robot around here has a sting in its tail. I'm sure this blade can sort them out.
Well, Pussycat proved in the Fourth Wars that they can clash with the best. And if Stinger can break them tonight, it will be a sensation, madam. But let's worry about that later. Because, Julia, I've heard you've got a team that are ready to rumble.
Well, not just that, Craig. They want vengeance. Team 101, who are you out to get?
King B.
Well, actually, judging by your past tag team performance, that's hardly surprising.
Yes, Jules, we saw them together in the final of the Tag Team Terror in the Fourth Wars. They beat Firestorm and Scorpion in the final, and all seemed cushy, all seemed smooth until they ended up fighting each other. And then they lost the Tag Team Terror title earlier on in Extreme, beaten by Dietor and Mega Morg. They ended up arguing amongst themselves again. So who was to blame and who is the better robot of the two?
So you fell out, you got back together, you fall out again, you get back together again. What's the status now?
We are steaming at each other after our appalling failure and threw it all away in the tag team.
Really?
You threw it away. No.
You threw that much away. If you'd been running, we would have won.
We've got nothing left to lose now. We want it out for each other, and that's it.
We want a good fight.
There's a vengeance match brewing here, definitely, but you're tag team partners, so surely you're going to know each other's tactics. Is that going to throw you?
No, we're just going to ram them.
Yeah?
No,
and you?
Just, the tactics just all in everything.
They break down. That's their tactics.
There's only one way to sort this out, team, and that is in the war zone.
From Havant, King B Powerworks.
A rear Pussycat style blade, front panic attack type forklift spikes. They've borrowed from the best then. 3,000 watt drive motors. This cost £4,000 to build.
From Kettering in Northamptonshire, 101.
A spike that can penetrate steel. Fast and violent, they say. It's by far the slower and heavier here with two 800 watt motors. The tracks come from a milk bottle washing machine.
Roboteers, stand by.
King B Powerworks from Havant in Hampshire with Simon Harrison and Grant Hornsby. The 101 machine. The controls Mike Franklin. There's his daughter Amy and Steve Bickle in the background. And our house robots, Sergeant Bash barks orders, barking mad and doesn't take kindly to dissent in the ranks. And Shunt, the push-me-pull-you of house robots, all slam, bam and robo-glam.
3, 2.
101 from the left, King B from the right-hand side. They tussle in the middle and come away, draw away. Again, another little pronged attack there by King B on the side of 101. Similar-looking robots, aren't they, really? Not very high, 25 centimetres off the arena floor, King B. 101, 5 centimetres the taller at the back. You can see there the tracks from the milk bottle washing machine. 101 cost £1 and a penny to put together. King B cost £4,000. Looks a little bit more stylish. You can there see inside all the gubbins and the gizmos, the very innards of robotry. And there at the back, the circular saw blade beginning to spin, but 101 is on the drive. This is a good performance so far by Mike Franklin, an engineering manager. Amy's dad, Amy just 10 years of age and loves anything to do with Robot Wars, and she loves to go on the attack, and that's what they've done there. And King B Powerworks is wedged against the arena side wall, driving away. The 101 again on the onslaught, pushing it towards that CPZ. Going the CPZ, of course, and the house robots can come and get you. They're away, though, just for the moment, but in comes Shunt. That's what I thought would happen. Shunt with the diamond-edged axe, and also Sergeant Bash. Once you go in a CPZ, you're easy meat for the house robots. They're spinning King B, trying to throw them off the scent. That's a good bit of driving, actually, by Simon Harrison. Whirling away, trying to confuse and bamboozle. 101 sticks Grizzly to the task and comes in. They just saw slices, splinters off the arena floor, leaving a few scars in there. I think they may have been from the spikes on King B. Whoa, King B, you know what I thought was good driving, is it? Are they in control? We've seen this before from them when they lost the tag team terror earlier. They're not in control, they've gone berserk. They're all over the place here. They're totally out of control. Someone needs to stop them. King B, it's like a pinball machine in there. Where are they going now? Up, let's go over here. No, let's go back over there. Let's spin in this corner. Let's go crazy for a while, shall we? And even the house robots think, no, let's just leave them alone for a little bit. We don't want to get involved with someone as berserk as that until Sergeant Bash and calms things down, as sergeants tend to do. You're in the corner, son, and you're staying there. You went a little bit crazy for a while. They lost control, King B. So 101 has won the vengeance battle. There's the siren. That's the pit release button going. Down go the pit. Oh, Sergeant, you were close. You were controlled. They weren't. They're in. They're out. And you're in as well, Sergeant. What a messy end to it all, really.
Well, King B3 gets sent to room 101. Room 101 are the victors. Come on, guys. Now, I must admit, come here. I must admit, it seems obvious to me that Team 101 are a superior robot.
I'll have to say, that's true.
You seem to lose all control there.
It's not been very good, has it?
Not really.
No.
You're waltzing around.
You know, I feel like a bit of action on the dance floor out there, you know?
It's all right. Sergeant Bash put you in the pits. I thought he was putting you out of your misery, really.
He is, I think we're on fire now.
Although you did take him with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk to these chaps. Your tag team partners, there's a bit of friction between you. Has that finally settled it now?
They've got to sort their robot.
They've got to sort their robot out, have they? Yeah. Otherwise, are you not...
It was good up until when they went wrong, and I think we would have liked a longer fight.
Well, are you now going to continue to be tag team partners, knowing that you are the superior partner and the bigger brother of the partnership? Are you going to take them under your wing and try and nurse them through some more tag team terror challenges?
If they're going to have us back, yeah.
Alrighty, well there you go. They're being very magnanimous. You can still play with them.
Thanks,
as long as you accept that 101 is a superior robot. Is that fair?
101 is the superior robot.
And they're shaking on it. History is made. Well done, guys. Well done. Hey, show you love them. 101. Yeah! Well done, guys. Well done, Amy.
Don't forget, the climax of our show tonight is the All-Stars clash between Pussycat and Stinger. And this is a piece of footage I was given earlier today. This is Professor Noel Sharkey, one of our judges, being enticed into the Pussycat camp. And what's this? Strawberries being offered, sweets, as a bribe, by Alan Gribble. And now an autograph asked for. This is Grubby Gribble. 2 strawberries, and you might have been onto something.
Tonight, destruction. And with Pussycat up against Stinger, that's just what we're going to get. Julia, you're with Stinger in the pits. How are they looking?
Well, Craig, before I ask them, remember that Pussycat did come second in the 4th Wars. They're a phenomenal robot, and if Stinger managed to beat them, they really will have something to shout about. Hello, Stinger.
Hi, Jules.
Hi. How are you going to tackle the Pussycat challenge?
Well, we designed this robot for the blade to go over the top, but Pussycat's got a vertical disc, and we're going to do a lot of spinning, and we are going to knock their blade sideways.
Fighting talk. Take one of those 9 lives. Now, do you think you can do it? Because they are the number 2, well, they were the number 2 seed.
Yeah, but don't forget, we're the 3rd seed, and we're really chasing their tails now.
OK, have you got a message from Pussycat?
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Well, they certainly sound confident, but Craig, are you convinced?
Well, they may sound confident in the pits, but here, we're only convinced by action. Massive action, like we've got for you now. So, hey, fasten your seatbelts for a tag team terror.
That's right, Craig. This is the last of our first round Tag Team Terror contests for a place in the semi-finals. Napalm-Sir Chromalot against the Steel Avenger and Suicidal Tendencies. Let's join Jules in the pits with the Napalm-Sir Chromalot teams.
Napalm, do you think you're going to do damage as a team?
Absolutely. We're going to set them up. These guys are going to knock them down.
So, not worried then? Not just a little bit worried?
Give me that one. Worried? But what about what? This is Robot Wars. We are the class team here. You should know that out there. Support Sir Chromalot, support Napalm. We're going to do damage to Steel Lego and Suicidal Meccano. We're not worried at all. Are we bothered?
No.
I don't think so.
Things are hotting up here in the pits. Now, I wonder how the Steel Avenger and Suicidal Tendencies are going to take to that abuse. Team, your opposition are calling you the Steel Meccano.
Are they really?
Does that hurt?
That really does hurt. I'm not having them saying that about our robot.
No, so you're still confident?
We are very confident. We're going to trash them in there. We're going to axe them to death.
And they're calling you Suicidal Lego.
Lego? Oh.
Yeah.
What's it's a Chromalot? Well, it's going to be crushed a lot.
Oh, crushed a lot. So what are you going to do to them then?
Well, we're going to crush him, we're going to kill him. And that's...
You are going to kill who?
He's trying to
kill you.
We're going to get in the ring with the Tin Man, the Action Man crew. Are we worried? I don't think so. We're going to see you in the arena.
Yeah. Sort it out later, boys. Steve, you're coming with me.
Which is the best offer he's had all day.
From South Ockenden in Essex, Sir Chromalot.
Looks the part, a gas-powered flipper and what looks like a ray gun on top. It's not. They say they have drills to thrill their great showmen and they'll give it a go.
From New Ash Green, Napalm.
A large titanium-hulled wedgie thing with vicious snarling fang steel spikes attached to the rotary arm, 24 volts electric power, grey and grisly this time around.
From Holton St Mary in Colchester, Essex, the Steel Avenger.
A powerful pneumatic axe robot with a rear flipper, steel frame and steel polycarbonate armour driven by 2 750-watt industrial motors.
From Bredsall, Suicidal Tendencies.
100 kilos in weight, 10 miles an hour top speeds, and a Razer-S beak which can crush at 26 tons PSI. I find that difficult to believe, to be honest.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Napalm with his teammate Sir Chromalot. The controls, David Crosby on the left-hand side, Steve Merrill on the right. And on to the Suicidal Tendencies and Steel Avenger team at the control of the Tendencies. Charlie Binns on the right-hand side, John Willoughby on the left with the Steel Avenger. And our two house robots, a Chromalot, our Knight of the Square Arena, can thunder with the crushing jaws and plunder with the lance, and shunt endless energy levels, consistently cadaverous, horrendously hungry for victims.
3, 2.
Well, we're starting off here with the Steel Avenger against Napalm. And in goes that smashing axe of the Steel Avenger. Denting the front of Napalm, has the sort of twin fangs at the back. Rocking it forward with the axing motion. Napalm almost off balance. And the Steel Avenger coming in with a thrust to take advantage of that ill balance. Napalm being pushed away. Don't forget the other teammates can only come in if you tag them. That's the official regulation. And I think Napalm will need to be tagged because it looks flimsy, doesn't it? And in now comes Suicidal Tendencies. They've tagged. They look sturdy and punishing and menacing, and Napalm looks about to be crumpled. To be honest, it's, well, all the work that goes in from the other robots, and the Napalm team comes in like that. I'm not saying they're going to be beaten here, but it looks as if they've made it in about 5 minutes. I'm sure they spent a lot of time loving tender care on it, with the big pram wheels underneath Napalm's frame. A bit's come off the side. David Crosby and his students are a magnificent sports. They always come to Robot Wars and get into the spirit of things. Is that Napalm written on the front in lipstick? I'm not too sure. Pretty in pink, whatever it is. Sir Chromalot's come in. And why, Sir Chromalot didn't even have time to come in and do the knightly thing, the knight in shining armour, did it? Napalm's being crumpled and out of the arena, and that's the end of them. In a crumpled heap. Sir Chromalot never had a chance because of its tag team terror teammate. Now it comes into the fray to take on Steel Avenger and also Suicidal Tendencies. There's the back of Steve and his teammate Ray Tate. And Sir Chromalot, what is that on top? I'm not too sure. Where's the drill? Maybe it's hidden in underneath there. They've got a little lifting arm. Oh! And the two teammates having a bit of a dust-up here. That was Suicidal Tendencies and the Steel Avenger clashing. You've seen the pit release button go. You know what's going to happen in Robot Wars Extreme. Look at the size of Chromalot there compared to Sir Chromalot. Huge. Suicidal Tendencies getting out of the way. And Sir Chromalot binned. Cease.
Napalm, Sir Chromalot go out. Suicidal Tendencies and Steel Avenger go marching on. Come on, guys. Well, what's Sir Chromalot got against you?
I don't know. I think he's jealous of us or something. You know, it's girls, you know, I don't know what it is.
Maybe he thought you weren't fighting hard enough or something like that, because he shouldn't really have thrown you out the ring like that, should he?
Well, you know, it's been 3-4 years from Chromalot. You know, he's got a bit of a grudge against us.
It didn't really go very well for you, though, did it?
Not the worst fight.
It wasn't your worst fight.
We've had worse fights. We have had worse fights. This is true. This is true, Craig. Yes.
We were itching to come out to help them. I think they've done a brilliant job. Really do. Excellent.
Look, you didn't stand a chance once they'd been thrown out the ring.
We come out, was doing really well. Batteries died. It was all over.
Yeah. And then, of course, two people in the ring at once.
Yeah, well,
flouting all the rules.
It's war.
It's war. Yeah.
There's no rules in war.
These things happen in war, don't they?
Suicidal Tendency and Steel Avenger. Give it up for them. Come on. Well done, guys.
Oh, guys, come on. I am so depressed. But not really. I'll be back.
The tension's building up out here. The tension's building up in the pits. Pussycat versus Stinger. The big all-star showdown on the way. So, Julia, ask them a question for me. What's new, Pussycat?
Well, Craig, this is a very important fight for Pussycat, is it not?
It certainly is. Stinger is a potential British champion, and we got to cut him down to size real quick before the next championships.
Exactly, show him who's boss. And to do that, we have the best driver on Robot Wars. We've said that before. Are we going to be able to say that again after this fight?
I hope so, yes.
What are you going to do to defeat them?
I've noticed the problem with Stinger. Every robot has a power link like this, and what I'm going to do is rip this out.
Rip it up. He said it. We'll keep an eye on that action. What do you reckon, Rob? Have you got a message for them?
Well, I reckon the Stinger team just better watch out when Pussycat's about.
Craig, perhaps more quietly confident than the other team, but confident nevertheless. This is going to be one hell of a cat fight.
A monumental battle in the making. And for a fight like that, we've got to be in the mood for carnage. So to get us there, to get us in the zone, we're going to get fired up with a Mayhem.
This is the first qualifying Mayhem for our second Annihilator special later in the series. They're great fun and going for it here. Fighting Talk, Mousetrap and Atomic.
We are seconds away from a Mayhem meltdown. We've got three ferocious-looking robots in the pit, all lined up, ready to go into the arena. Atomic from Worcester, are you feeling feisty?
We are indeed.
Yeah, we've seen some good work out of you before in the wars. Are you up to it for this Mayhem?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, good luck, team. Mousetrap, are you as tough as that lot over there?
Piece of cake, we'll show the moves, boss.
Looking cool, calm and collected. And we have Fighting Talk here. Alex, previously in the wars, has done a bit of conspiring with other teams in this situation. Are you going to be ganging up with anyone?
No, because we're tough enough to take them all on.
Yeah, that's telling them. Teams, get to the arena.
From near Bewdley in Worcestershire, Atomic 2.
A sleek design with a compact aerodynamic shell, a flipper and lethal 24-inch concealed 1,000 PSI pneumatic spike. Atomic can drop a bomb or two here.
From Abador, Fighting Talk.
A modification of Small Talk and All Talk from the past. Has a spinning disc, is the lightest but quickest here. Now that is Fighting Talk.
From Ancient Winnie, Oxford and Bristol, Mousetrap.
A large replica of a Spring Mousetrap semi-finalist in Series 4 of Robot Wars at 8 miles an hour, the slowest in this Mayhem, 24-volt dry cell battery powered. Not a dry eye in the house if this one loses.
Roboteers, stand by.
This is Mousetrap with Stan Launchbury and Jason, his son, there in the control booth. Fighting Talk from Aberdeen in Scotland, Richie McBride at the controls with the moustache. And Atomic with Stephen Bebb, Paul Francis and David Bebb. As you saw, Kilolot's in the arena with the jaws of life, as used by the rescue services to cut people out of smashes. Here used to smash, and he's brought a friend. Dead Metal, underrated I feel by some, not undervalued by us. It'll get you under the belt.
3, 2, 1, activate.
We're looking at it, Fighting Talk. Here's a brave heart to go in there against these two, Atomic and Mousetrap. Dodge that mighty Mousetrap spring weapon and you've got a chance. And Atomic with the forklift thrusters looks the most lethal here. It has that spike concealed as well, but this is the forklift and it's immediately spun and tossed Mousetrap up and over and goes in for another attack there as well. Very good stuff. And now the assault on Fighting Talk, which is immediately sent crumpling to the ground. You can see up underneath the kilts there as well, and it was none too pleasant. Ah, the cheek of it all! And that has dispelled the myth as to what robots have up underneath those kilts. A Mousetrap behind Atomic, but Atomic doing all the work here. Mousetrap again thrown in the arena centre. They'll use the great springing trap to self-right if they can. I don't think they can. Fighting Talk has stayed out of trouble. The ref bot having a glance, don't forget. The clock can count robots out. Ah, there's the spike! I wanted to see that Atomic spike come out. It's 24 inches long at 1,000 PSI. That's an amazing weapon. And Atomic could cause some real damage later on in the Extreme Series. This is Mousetrap about to be going down the guilt race again. Oh, that's great fun. Fighting Talk, they're still in there fighting. Mousetrap have gone. And splendid stuff here by Richie McBride and young Alex, his son, who operates the weapons on occasions. Dad's doing it all in there now. Just saw a glance at the ref bot. We're seeing, of course, Atomic pushing Fighting Talk to one side. I think, okay, Jimmy, what's happened there? And away he goes, over. And for, I think, Fighting Talk, not the high road, but the low road to oblivion. We know Mousetrap's already out. Oh, and what on earth was Atomic doing getting in there? Mousetrap on the floor, flipper, but Atomic very nearly got themselves stuck in underneath. Look at this, we're waiting for the flipper to get into action. And then Atomic got themselves in trouble. And that doesn't suggest good driving by David Bev, the 16-year-old there. Mousetrap is too late to spring shut. Shutting the spring door while the mice have bolted or something like that, and attacking bolts and nuts and just about everything else. Jet metal. A slice is nice. 2 will do. Mousetrap onto the side of the arena, and Fighting Talk in trouble as well. Counted out, the red card. The kilt is shorn. Dead metal carving into Mousetrap. And we know that Atomic here has won this Mayhem and goes through to the second of our Annihilators. Oh, Hilter, Skilter, they're all a kilter. Fighting Talk, landed on their feet. Or wheels. In comes Atomic. We know that Fighting Talk already out of it. Sprung up into the air. A bit of a Highland spring there down again, and off and underway with a Highland fling. Flung. Down they come. In comes Chromalot. Away goes Fighting Talk. They're on their side. The kilt's about to be set on fire, I think. Oh, what a sad end. Cease. For Fighting Talk.
Well, Fighting Talk at the Glasgow Kiss. The only thing Mousetrap caught were a kicking. The winners are Atomic. Well, we call it Atomic, but is that lifting arm? Is that nuclear powered?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. It's strong enough, isn't it?
It's fast. Improvements on last year.
It's a great improvement. It's a fantastic robot now. It seems really strong.
Yeah.
It's quite fast as well.
With the extra weight limit, we tried to make it stronger, right? So.
More dynamic.
Yeah. When you came out straight away, bang, and it was like all over before it started, really.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, you're through to the Annihilator.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to going head to head.
You creamed them.
Oh, you creamed them. You certainly did. Let's go ballistic for Atomic. Well done, lads. Lot of talk tonight. Everybody giving it the biggin, giving it large, giving it Charlie big potatoes. But let's cut the chat. It's time for Pussycat versus Stinger. So, Julia, are they ready to come out here and settle this thing once and for all?
Well, Craig, as you've said, this is the fight we've all been waiting for. We know it's exactly the kind of battle that Extreme has been designed for. Stinger team ready to go in. Are you technically happy with everything going?
We're quite happy, yeah.
Okay, good luck, team. Do your damnedest. And Pussycat going in after them. Dave, we know your tactic is to drive straight between their wheels and cut their power leads. Can you do it?
Yeah, can do it.
Handshaking. Right to the top hands. In you go, team. Good luck. May the best bot win.
So, Jonathan, it's the big one tonight. Do you think it's going to go the distance?
Well, if it does, then Stinger will emerge as a genuine contender for the British Championship. The bludgeoning device is so crucial, absolutely vital here to get it working properly. But I'm going to take Pussycat's claws to get at the Stinger tyres. It's going to be a deflating experience for the Stinger.
So let's do this thing right here, right now, in the war zone. And first up, raise that roof for Stinger!
From Branston, Lincoln, Stinger.
Grand finalist in the 4th series of Robot Wars, the spiked bludgeoning device is back, attached to 2 spherical wheels and the solid steel tail. All the motors, batteries and power electronics are mounted in the wheels.
Hi, we're the Stinger team. I'm Kevin Scott, team captain. This is Carl Skinner and Tim Mann. The 3 of us put this creation together. We came 3rd in the last wars and we're looking to go all the way with an axe and 2 wheels.
And taking them on, runners-up in the 4th wars, ranked 2nd in the UK, Pussycat!
From Gloucester, Pussycat.
Robot Wars veterans, the rotary blade powered by a 24 brake horsepower motor can cause real problems. The chassis is aluminium and polycarbonate, hand-painted by the captain's wife.
Hi, we're the Cold Fusion team. I'm Al Gribble. This is Dave, the driver, Robert, our weapons man, and this is our robot Pussycat. This is our new two-tooth blade, which will cut through just about anything.
Roboteers, stand by.
And so, the mad mechanical masher that is Stinger. In the controls, Kevin Scott, Carl Skinner and Tim Mann. And there's Pussycat, David Gribble at the controls, Alan, his father in there, and Robert Bettington. And our final house robots on the show, Dead Metal, those pincers so threatening, that saw so destructive, and his pal Sir Killalot, huge, ominous, heavy of heart. Why? Killalot, we must talk, sit down, chat, go over things, sort it out.
3, 2, 1.
Pussycat from the right-hand side, Stinger, spinning as we know they will do, with Kevin Scott and Carl Skinner and Tim Mann at the controls, and Pussycat's gone over and the blade impaled on the arena floor. That is the strength and power of the blade, and did you see the slice out of the arena coming back on the attack? For me, Pussycat has to be among the top 2 or 3 robots in the world right now, not just the UK. Chasing Stinger down onto the sidewall, Stinger spinning crazily once again. And oh, is it too crazy? I think I saw some padding out of the tyre. Let's have a look to see if there's padding coming out of the tyre, because if there is, it means the actual remote control aerial which is in there is now suspect and maybe damaged. Are they out of control? We're waiting to see. Or is it just good but superficial damage caused by the Pussycat blade? Well, that's a controlled attack by Stinger, so I think you've got your answer. Down comes the bludgeoning device, the mace, the spike, call it what you will, of the Stinger team. Kevin Scott at the controls. Pussycat wheels away to come in with another attack. He said, well, David Gribble said he was going to rip out that control link, remember? Earlier in the programme. He hasn't lived up to that boast so far. That's just very good driving again, though, by Pussycat. Into reverse, turning, coming back. Little body feint dummy. Drawing Stinger on now, but drawn on to the pincers of Dead Metal very nearly, and Stinger is really coming back into this with a couple of bashes with the bludgeoning device. Again, closing down the angle. Pussycat turning to come back on the attack once again, trying to get at that rear axle of Stinger. Stinger dodges, down comes the bludgeon. This is a very, very good battle. You can see the damage there onto one of the tyres of Stinger. Do you see it? As it goes away to live, to fight another day. Together, mutual respect perhaps in the arena there, eyeing each other up. In comes Stinger. Not a good attack. Went wayward to one side. Again, Pussycat dodging. Very good driving by young David Gribble to dodge the mace. This is too close for me to call, I think. Something's come out there of the tyre, a bit of padding. In comes Pussycat. I might have done just enough if it goes to the judges. Still time, though, for Stinger to come back with a couple of mighty swings of that mace. Pussycat frontal attack this time. The cat's claws rip into Stinger. The cat dodges nimbly to one side. puts the brakes on, almost like a handbrake turn there. Oh, it goes to the judges. That was a mighty battle, wasn't it? They truly are all-stars.
Way too close to call. It's going to have to go to the judges. While they're making up their minds, let's review some of the highlights of that fantastic battle.
Oh, I wouldn't be one of those judges for all the tea in China. Attack after attack. Pussycat causing damage, slicing down to the wheel there, removing the stuffing. Stinger back and in control. Down came the mace. Once. In underneath Pussycat. Trying to spin to cause damage. Pussycat, good driving, good control, backing away. The big question maybe the judges were asking, was at any stage Stinger out of control?
Well, the judges have made their decision. Remember, they're looking at style, control, damage and aggression. And they've gone for Pussycat! Come on, Pussycat! Pussycat, wherever you are. How do you think that went then? You got it?
Went to plan.
They went to plan. I think you got the foam out of their tyres, didn't you?
Yeah, we just decided to concentrate on their wheels, just smash it up and just, it was great.
I looked at the faces of the Stinger team. They did not look pleased at losing that part. They looked definitely cheesed off. Well, you've been saying that, you know. Were you worried about fighting them? Because it was a bit like a war of attrition.
Yeah, we just don't know how, it's a real tough robot, we just don't know how to attack this thing, so we just went for it and just...
But its tyres seem to be its weak spot,
This is only weak spot.
Yeah.
And we got his power links, we tried to get it, but we took some massive blows on top, so...
You were taking some blows. I mean, much damage there, do you think?
Nah, we can knock it out in a few minutes. So, but we put extra reinforcement on for him, so it was, he's a pretty good bot.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Well, they're built like Tyson, but they move like Nassim, and they're here on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye.
Alexander and Richard are being